going to give you 3 poses for stretching tight outer hips. This is a common problem if you sit a lot, whether it's at a desk or you drive a lot during the day. And I'm going to give you 3 poses that some will work for you, some might not. So it's good to have options. So the first one I'm going to start with, I find the most accessible for most of my students, especially if they've got limited external rotation in their thigh bone, so the ability to turn that knee out. And that's deer pose, which is a yin pose. So you bring one shin in front of you, the other foot you bend, you place next to the hip, so you're bending that knee. Doesn't matter where that knee is, it could be closer to the foot, it could be out wider. And with each of these poses, we can take them in a more active or a yang way, where the muscles are engaged, or you can do them in a more yin way, where you let the muscles soften and relax. So let's have a look at both. So if I'm going to do it more active, I'd keep my front foot flexed, and I'm going to keep my spine long, so thinking of a tall front body. And you bring your weight forward until you start to feel a stretch in this outer right hip, in this case. And you could keep the body forward, you could stay up on your hands, that might be enough of a stretch. Or perhaps you can come down to elbows. And if you're going to become more more yin-like here, you could let the spine round, let the foot soften, relax, dropping the head down. And you might also get a stretch into your lower back. So, of course, you do the other leg. So we'll skip that for now. The other one I find, which is pretty underrated, is just a simple cross-legged seat. Doesn't matter in your cross-legged seat how you do it. So you might not have the legs so tightly crossed. You might be more crossed at the ankles or more ankles under knees. I'm going to just be in the middle. That's the most comfortable for me. And again, if you're going to take this in a more active way, then flex your feet and press the outer edges down into the mat. Keep your spine long. Bring your weight forward. And just go as far as your body allows. Keep all this activity. You might stay for maybe 5 breaths, 30 seconds, a minute. And then if you want it to be a little bit more yin-like, or maybe turn it into a more yin-like version, you then let the legs and feet relax and you let the spine round here. So you can come in a little further forward. And then it does matter which shin is in front. With my right shin in front, I'm influencing the right hip more. So you change the cross of the shin and do that again on the other side. So the final one I'm going to give you is a reclined pigeon. Some people call it eye of the needle or a figure 4. So I'll turn sideways for this one. I might need to move back a little, see how we go. So you're going to cross an ankle onto the knee and you're going to lie down on your back. It might be enough for you to keep this left foot on the floor and maybe use your hand to press the knee away from you. But if you can bring your knees into your chest, you might just hang on to the right leg, or you might be able to interlace your hands around the left leg. And you draw those knees into your chest, then you'll get a pretty good stretch for that outer right thigh and hip and glute area. You want to keep the right foot flexed. You could be here for, again, 30 seconds, a minute. You could be here for several minutes if you wanted. This is also nice to do with this foot, my left foot, against a wall in a more yin-like approach. But either way, you want to go with what gives you the best hip stretch but no knee pain. Whenever we're bending knees, you've got to make sure that the knees approve of the pose. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other problem areas like to work on, and I'll see if I can come up with a little sequence for you. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.